Don't let them tell you Ohio State is not that team, the number one team in the nation. Don't let them tell you we're not that team. Don't let them tell you Arvell Reese is not that guy. Don't let them tell you that Carnell Tate is not that guy. Don't let them tell you that Ryan Day is not that coach, baby. 1-0 versus the number one team. They came to Columbus and y'all saw what happened. Literally everything that I said was going to happen happened. Arvell Reese, big game. Carnell Tate, big game. Jermaine Matthews, he let a touchdown at the end go, but big game. That's what I love to see, man. Let's get into some of these pros and cons. Make sure y'all like the video. I'm hyped. This is the team that I wanted to see. Y'all kept telling me that these players that y'all don't know aren't those guys, and they showed and proved, especially on the defensive side. Whew. Okay. Let me collect myself. We won the big one, but not the only one. We still got Penn State. We still got Michigan to beat. We still got a Big Ten championship to win. We still got playoff games. So I'm excited. I'm happy, but we still got more to do. Let me calm down a little bit. One half of House Divided. It's your boy, the Buckeye fan, Josh. Whew. All right. I want to talk about some pros and cons. Definitely liked a lot of the things that I saw in this game. First of all, y'all told me Arch was that guy. Julian Sayin looked solid, accurate passes, even though some drops early on. And I will let Jeremiah Smith have that, right? First game jitters, right? He's earned the ability to have some first game jitters and drop some passes early on. It's cool. It's cool because he's still going to show up and be the guy later on in this season. So it doesn't matter that he's dropping passes in the first game. Those are first game jitters. He switched the gloves and everything got better. So definitely okay with that. CJ Donaldson running with some power. I would have loved to have seen some more explosive plays from James Peoples and just the running back room. But I mean, they played a hell of a game when it came to field position. Both punters actually did a really good job in making sure that the other side didn't have the greatest field position. But Texas early on, at least in the first half, did a great job at establishing field position. But they couldn't capitalize. They could not capitalize. And that's the great thing about my biggest pro is the defense. When the defense needed to show up, they did that. I can name a shit ton of players, and they did their job. Right. I can name Kenyatta went out early, unfortunately, but Arvell Reese, I think CJ Hicks in there giving some pressure at times. Bo Atkinson, right? I've seen Sonny Styles step up leadership wise. Didn't hear Caleb Downs' name a lot in this game, but I think that's because they were playing away from him. Jermaine Matthews, Davison Igbinosun. Again, Jermaine Matthews outside of the touchdown pass looked great. I mean, literally. Ugh. My phone is going off like crazy. I apologize. I mean, obviously, with a big game like this, it's going to go off a little bit. The running side of things didn't look as great, but when you're literally inside the 5 for a few drives, it's not going to look that great. They didn't have a lot of breathing room, unfortunately, but I'm sure when we get later in the season, the line blocking is going to look a lot better on some of these runs, and we're going to break some. James Peoples is going to break some. It's not going to happen the first game. It's not going to happen when you're pinned back deep into the 20. So this is a pretty clean game for the Buckeyes. This is a pretty clean game. I like that, right? Texas' side of things had a couple of calls go against them. You know, they had some calls go their way, and they had some penalties go against them. Their line looked shaky at times, right? I mean, a couple of false starts doesn't look good. And like I said before, Arch Manning didn't perform to the level that he needed to. If there was one player, matter of fact, we talked about this before the game. There was obviously a lot of pressure for both quarterbacks. Somebody told me that one of those players had infinitely more pressure. And guess how he performed? He performed a lot better. Julian Sayin, I was told, had a lot more pressure in this game, but performed a lot better than Arch Manning did with the pressure on him. Just throwing that out there. Arvell Reese. Literally, I'm about to show y'all a clip of what we did in the live stream today. The offensive line has improved since we've seen them in the postseason with guys returning like Tegra, Austin Saraville, Luke Montgomery. Colin Simmons only had We talked about the 9 sacks that he had. He only had 2 tackles in the game that we played against them in their last game that we've seen them in. So I do think on the defensive side of things, a lot of people don't know names like Kenyatta Jackson, don't know names like Arvell Reese that are going to come up huge, names that are going to be repeated and that you're going to hear during this game. And because of that, people have Ohio State losing this game. But it's going to be those people. Jermaine Matthews, another name, that are going to come up big. And that's why Ohio State is going to win this game, even though it's going to be a close game. I called it. Arvell Reese, Jermaine Matthews, right? I said these names in the live. If you're not joining the live, you'll see me give my last minute takes. Got to check out the live. And in that, like I said, in the clip, told y'all, Arvell Reese, man. It's going to be some of these names that Michigan fans and other fans don't know, right? Joel Klatt doesn't know because he has to review everybody, right? But you're talking to an Ohio State fan. And when I tell you Arvell Reese, when I tell you Jermaine Matthews, those are the names you got to watch for. And I feel like if Kenyatta didn't get injured, he would have been one of those names. We probably would have got a little bit more pressure towards the end of the game. So just trying to tell y'all, when I tell you a name, listen to that name. The defense. They tried to tell me Matt Patricia wasn't that guy. Well, some of the defenses that he put out there seemed to get the job done. And we win the game 14-7. Very defensive game from both sides. And look, I want to give all respect to Texas. I like Texas, but when you go up against a team, it's horns down, baby. Respect to Texas, man. I think they've got a team there. Arch Manning is going to get his bearings, but again, this is a hard task for I think they said that he's had 2 starts already, but this is his team now. This is a hard task to ask for a quarterback who's been given a team now to go against another top 3 team, the number 1 team, defending national champions, right? With a hell of a defense, with a Caleb Downs, a Sonny Styles. It's hard. It's tough, right? And there's a lot of pressure that comes with that. I try to tell people, but it is what it is. It is what it is, and we saw what happened, right? Outside of that, I do think Arch Manning gets his bearings. Now that they've got us out of the way, they've got San Jose State, they've got UTEP, Sam Houston, then they got Florida after that, right? So they got 3 games to really build up some confidence, and then he's got another 2 big games. He's got Florida, and then he's got Oklahoma after that in the rivalry, the big rivalry. So he's got some big games after that, but the rest of his September is clear and free. I do think he's going to build that confidence. I do think they're going to make a hell of a run for the rest of the year. So much respect to Texas, right? I'm not taking anything away from Texas, but when I told y'all who those guys were, listen to me. And on that note, we out. Make sure y'all subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you like the video. Horns down for the rest of the week, baby. And then, shout out to the Longhorns, man. Y'all did y'all damn thing. And on that note, we out. Peace.